And we are live. What's up, fam? How you doing today? It is Paris with Joe Terra, and if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're feeling the girl. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna just get straight into it because by the time y'all really get into it, we gonna be already like on Mr. Astrokid's part. But I just want to personally tell you guys my experience with this divine masculine. First of all, hands down, I have gotten a few astrology readings, but the way that homeboy breaks it down, it just hits different. It hits totally different. So I would like to say before I pull him up because he's ready for you guys, and he's about to really drop it down. Cosmic Collections. I have a piece on right here. A lot of you guys loved it. I wore it for Brother Lloyd Stringhorn's reading. And these pieces are divine. Okay. So not only is he an astrologer, but they do amazing crystal jewelry. He will definitely be on here to speak about it. So, with that being said, make sure you guys support, make sure you add, and make sure if you have it, donate. This is something that is coming from the prowess from our mental. He is gifted, just like I'm gifted with the tarot and other things. So, let's support, donate. Okay, Cash App, not mine. We're gonna put his cash app, but if y'all want to throw me some dollars too, I'm saying that's good. You know what I mean? So with that said, we're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna put Mr. Astro Kid on the stage right now. Everybody, let's get it.
Hey, what's popping? What's
What's
popping?
up? What's up?
What's good, Paris?
What's
Let me
going
know if you
on,
can hear me
man?
clearly.
It's
Also,
it's listen. I could hear you. We could hear you. And we love the smile. We love that smile. You know what I'm saying? Um, so can we get a little bit of who is Astro Kid and just a little rundown here.
my name is Kai. I am originally from the Cayman Islands. Belong to the constellation of Sagittarius by sun. I also have a Pisces moon, so all that empathy and intuition is all naturally there. And I'm also a Capricorn rising. So shout out to the Capricorn gangs. We are live. We are loud. Of course,
Big
we wear in
Capricorn.
black.
Yeah, we outside cap game. Oh, I
So
know, I know. We went hard just now. We went hard.
a little bit about me.
Um,
I liked
yes.
diving deeper into the energies of astrology. I'm not considered a professional person as of yet, but I do know quite a few things that actually helps me get to the nitty and gritty with my customers. And the one thing I always want to do with my own energy is try to be more transpersonal to help others help themselves. Because as I'm learning my own spiritual journey, things may not make sense on my end, but for the other person, it will make a lot of sense. So with astrology, today we're definitely going to cover this series about the North Node, and we're going to talk about the North Node in Aries are experiencing. As I spoke to Paris, basically prior to basically creating this YouTube video or YouTube view, we talked about what's happening within our collective and how can we move the energy. What's the biggest building block here? And of course,
Okay. You're glitching again. You know what I'm saying? Damn. But nonetheless, we're gonna get straight into it, right? Because this is
mhm,
going to be a segment where we want to really dive into what is the importance of this this 2024. What is so significant about this? Like, what is so significant?
okay. So basically, we're going through what's called a transit of the North Node. Now, the North Node is a very important piece within a person's birth chart because it tells where their highest potential and a lot of their gifts are directed. Now, the I'm going to be touching a little bit about the North Node in two aspects, from the Western astrology side and from the Vedic
Mhm.
astrology side, because it's very important.
Okay,
Now,
let's get it.
in Vedic astrology, the North Node and the South Nodes are called Rahu and Ketu. They're considered brothers. It's kind of like Gemini energy, but they're opposing and they're always against each other. They're always fighting. It's a sense of contradiction here. So we are born into this life and we're given so many gifts, spiritual gifts, insights, messages, and a lot of our ancestral teachings from our South Node. This is where we're comfortable. This is where the area of in life where we know ourselves very much here. The place that we're not comfortable with is the unknown, the North Node. Now, our energy towards the North Node, we'll start to see our highest potential. However, the North Node isn't just a simple thing of discussion. It's the lunar ecliptical path. It's the lunar's nodes. So every 18 months, which adds up in a totality of 18 years to complete the cycle, every 18 years we go from the head of Aries down to the tail of Pisces. But it's not like,
Mhm.
yes, it is not like the sun and the moon itself just traveling through on from Aries, Taurus, Gemini. It
Mhm.
goes backwards. The lunar nodes
Really?
go backwards. Yes, they do. So we just left a Taurus Scorpio transit, and the
Mhm.
Taurus Scorpio transit ended on July 16, 2023.
Okay.
The next
Uh-oh.
day, which is July 2023. This the
Kai,
last up.
wait. Hello?
Hello.
You're glitching.
Oh, my apologies.
Let's see if we could good?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Can you go
Also,
back a little bit? Because we just heard about you going more into the North Node, but then it started glitching. So can you go a little bit back on what is the North Node? We know that the South Node is something that we're familiar with, but what
yes.
is now the South? The South Node is what we're familiar with, and the
Yes.
North Node is what did you say?
The unknown world, the area that we should basically focus our attention to, and that's our biggest aspirations and our gifts. So
Mm,
we're coming from the South Node, which is the area that we're comfortable with, and in Vedic astrology, that will be considered Ketu, Rahu being the head of the dragon, and Ketu being the tail of the dragon. So as long as a snake is or a dragon is, we are going through that ebb and flow of life getting towards our North Node. A lot of people never really make it to the North Node. They never really get to their destiny. They're still stuck in the tail and they're living their life in that tail, repeating the karmic cycle over and over and over and over and over again, not realizing that they're stuck in a place called habit. That is the South
mm,
Node. We have to break away from the South Node to get to the North Node. Now, if we take the sun and put the sun in the very center of our universe, will this be the circle? I will call this the Earth's ecliptical belt, or the ecliptical line that the Earth goes around the sun. We would create a mini circle around Earth and call that the node, and have the moon right next to Earth going around. So as Earth goes around the sun, the moon is also going around Earth itself and is creating its own node. So the node positions itself for 18 months, and it's an energy that everyone collectively feels. We are currently going through Aries North Node, South Node, Libra. What does this mean? If South Node is the area that we're comfortable in, and the North Node is the area that we should be aspiring to, collectively, it's challenging all forms of relationship, business relationship, personal relationships, financial relationships with institutions, relationships in general, anything that has to do with partnership, which is the energy of Libra, naturally the seventh house. It is now telling us, hey, something needs to be revisited here. What was working before isn't working now. And we need to basically come to a place
Mhm.
of like new ideas, new insight. How can we make our relationship work? By, of course, being more independent. Because why? Aries is an independent fire sign. It is the cardinal energy that initiates our spring season. So to have Libra in the South Node as another cardinal sign that initiates our fall season, these energies are basically in harmony with each other in the essence of Aries being the head and Libra being the tail. However, there is conflict on the backside. The conflict is we have to basically figure out what no longer works in terms of Libra so we can get to the whole Aries energy. The theme for this topic would be called conflict between what's mine and ours, if that makes sense. We all want to be heard. We all want to be seen. We all want our individuality, most definitely. But the one thing that's basically troubling us right now is the traumatic stress, the misinformation, the old system that was set up that was crumbling. We now have to put that to the side and step into this Aries energy. It's very fiery, it's very spontaneous, it's jumping into the swimming pool without basically any water or knowing of any water in the swimming pool. But this is also war energy. We are on the brink and we're actually witnessing this firsthand. We're seeing so many wars during this time. And just last week, we had an eclipse. Just last week, we had an eclipse. The eclipse was in the sign of Libra. So, again, this is not a coincidence. We're having the North Node in Aries, which we should no longer focus at the moment on our old relationships and the things that are not working in terms of partnership, but we should become a lot more independent. What does this mean for countries? Countries are changing laws. The South Node is now changing laws because Libra runs the judicial system. Libra, Capricorn, Scorpio, these are your judicial system signs. So Libra itself representing balance, harmony, intuition, peace, and all things beautiful. You're looking at the Librian energy right now and saying, that's not beautiful right now. And I think I should just destroy it. Because Aries is going to destroy some stuff, turn some tables over, flip some stuff, and just shake the foundation to create something new. The only situation about this is when the North Node is transitioning and leaving out of Aries, it goes back into the end. So we're leaving the head and we're jumping straight to the feet of Pisces. If we look back at 18 years ago, around the time of 2004 to 2006, when we had our last Aries, North Node, South Node, Libra transit, what was happening in life at that time where we are repeating the same cycle 18 years now, that the karmic energy is still here? Now is a time to revisit what happened 18 years ago that you're not letting go, that's affecting you today for getting to where you need to be. Now, don't get me.
Wait. Pause. Hold up, because this is an assignment right now. Because I know a lot of the Saturn game. Like you saying a lot of heavy stuff. Like I feel like we should have like a right. I wish you would have told me this beforehand. We could have had a little writing prompt for these people. You dropping some gems on these motherfuckers on some real shit.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
telling me that collectively
Mhm.
we need to basically look at the things that no longer serves us.
Mhm.
Go ahead. Keep on going.
Look
Wow.
at the things that no longer serves you and reevaluate what can we make change of right now. Remove emotions, because with this Libra energy, there's a lot of emotions involved because it's partnership. It's codependency. Even that codependency represents Cancer more so. This is my partner. This is my plus one. This is my business orientation. This is my business deal. And the business deals that I signed the contract with is not making sense now. So how can we change the energy of the contract to make better so we can move forward? So countries are now in conflict. Money is now in conflict. The old ways of money, the old system of money, which was in the Piscean era, is now diminishing and coming to this new era of Aquarius. Don't get me wrong, everyone has a specific north node in their chart and they should follow their own independent chart north node. But collectively, with the energy, we subconsciously follow the energy of the lunar node with however the moon sits for whatever energy within the 18 months. And it just sits there, regardless of how many times the moon rotates around the sun and changes constellations. The nodes stay focused for 18 months in that one sign, but it moves degree by degree by degree by degree. It's very slow. It's an 18-month slow movement. So collectively, right now, we're at the end and we're about to start the cycle all over again. When we get to the cycle all over again, something tells me, and history doesn't lie. We should always look back at history to see what has happened within 2004, 2006. If we look back at history, we got to see what pinnacle moment that was that shifted, that when 2006 came around and we had that Pisces transit, what was happening during that time that we can expect? There was a heightened spirituality between the year of 2006 and 2008. For me, I lost my dad in 2005. So that was my Aries North Node Libra transit situation.
Yeah.
That was my Aries North Node Libra transit situation. And of course, he was an Aries also. So it wasn't a coincidence. So moving into the North Node of Pisces coming in January, and I have the date. The date is January 12th, 2025, when we shift into this Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node, we're going to experience something different. And, I think the for me, the eclipse that we just had last week solidified all the things that we weren't really focusing on. If you're on the positive aspect before the eclipse, you're moving into a very positive light. If you are in the negative aspects before the eclipse,
I was going to say that.
If you're moving into the negative,
when you say, go ahead. I was going to say, what is the signs to let you know if you're moving into more of the positive or the negative of this?
Some of the signs are your relationships are harmonious. When you understand that, yeah, things are not making sense with business partnerships right now, but you've come to a place of compromise and you're understanding that, we're going to make a positive change and we can still focus on our individual craft. Once you have some type of harmony, because this energy right now is not harmonious. It is not in check. It is not in balance. Libra represents full balance. Libra represents the tipping of the scales. Once it's completely balanced, everything should move very nicely. Things should flow. Right now, there is a headstrong energy. Oh, I can do better than you. Oh, I don't like how you do that. Oh, I don't like how you're viewing this particular situation because, my idea is better than yours. It should be some type of partnership here, but everyone is headstrong. This is why so many countries right now are having so many conflict. So we had the war or the initiation of the war. And this has been something I've been seeing for the past couple of years. I was talking to my partner, most definitely. And I was saying to him, I don't understand this Aries North Node Libra situation. It just screams war energy. And lo and behold, here comes the initiation. So now we're going into a more spiritual placement. On January 12th, 2025, we're back at the feet, rising back to the top again for another 18 years to repeat the cycle. When we get to Pisces, if your intuition is off, you have to basically solidify the intuition. You have to get more spiritual. Things are not going to make sense here. Things are not going to make sense. There's going to be on the undertone, Virgo. What does Virgo represent? Virgo represents our digestion system. Virgo represents our health. Virgo represents our day-to-day routine practices. It represents our social workers. These are your people that work in the doctor's office, the bus depot, the airport, your flight attendants, your nurses. This is Virgo energy. So when you have Virgo on the South Node, did you hear what I just said, what Virgo represents? All that's going to be in some type of chaos. And it's not going to make sense when it flex over to Pisces. But the energy that we need to understand is We have to be more in tune with ourselves. We're going to come into a more spiritual placement. I can honestly say this is going to be a huge spiritual awakening for a lot of people. Um, Something we should definitely look out for is diseases. Virgo represents the body and it is our health.
Yeah,
So
I wanted to get into that. I definitely wanted you to tap into the disease because when we was speaking about, and like I said, you guys, like Astrokid did my own astrology reading, and it was totally different from other astrologers that I've gotten. He he's able to also like add add his own experience to it, which gives it more of a relatable thing. And
mhm.
when he spoke about the sicknesses, literally that took me out. I was like, "You got me. We getting you on the channel now." So, can you please explain this sickness and the diseases that is coming towards us in 2024?
Okay, 2025, but definitely 2024. If your spirit's saying 2024, there's something lingering there. So, hey, if we
Mm,
reflect back, and history again doesn't lie, Pisces was in our north node between 2006 and 2008. I started working at an airline back in the Caribbean at that time. And if I'm not mistaken, I kid you not, swine flu, was it swine flu? H1N1 came out. I think it was H1N1. I
mm,
really had to do my digging and deep digging and research to find out what took place during that time period of Pisces, North Node, Virgo, South Node. H1N1 came about. I don't really understand why or how the energy of COVID even came about. That still puzzles me. That still puzzles me. But collectively, out of nowhere, something is just like a weird disease is going to pop up. We're not trying to manifest this, but if it's written in the stars,
no,
if this is the area of our south node that we need to basically like really like get into and understand that it's going to be a little bit chaotic in this area, we need to be more spiritual. We need to tap in that spiritual essence. You need to take that same energy of understanding details, routine, practicality, and apply it to your spirituality. Don't try to nitpick other people. Don't try to, like run the show or like be the boss of the situation. I understand that. This also entails strikes. This also entails conflict within the workforce. This also entails like a lot of things happening within work, our service area, sixth house. And then to have the Pisces in the North Node again, we're gonna see a rise in Christianity again, possibly Christianity, something religious. Pisces represents the two fishes, which is Christianity within itself. So we're gonna see a huge rise in Christianity, a huge rise in spirituality, and a huge uproar in just like something moving positive on a whole like weird mystical level. I guarantee it's not gonna make sense, but we need to have trust. We need to have trust and faith with this placement.
it's giving me 70s vibes because in the 70s you had the whole, everybody was on drugs and very spiritual, you know what I'm saying? There was a crack pandemic, right, where it was a lot of people that was on cocaine, crack, drugs. Since Pisces is arising, do you feel like the drugs is going to be high in demand as well?
No doubt. You know, no doubt. This is psychedelic energy. This is psychedelics. This is this is illusions. This is dream work. This is fantasy. So there's going to be a lot of inclusion in different places, and there's going to be a lot of blurring of lines. No boundaries. There's no boundaries here. So you have to tap deeply into your intuition to create your own healthy boundaries, because we're rising from something drastic. We're going from the head straight down to the feet. That's a jump. We're not going to the throat. We're not
That's a
going
drug.
to the chest. We're going from head to feet. and then rising slowly again through each
Yeah.
zodiac sign. So discernment is key. Things that don't make sense, don't just jump to it to jump to it. Discern. You got to use your intuition for that 18-month transit. And then after that is going to be Aquarius North Node going into Aquarius North Node, Leo South Node. With that aspects also, there's going to be a lot of pride, a lot of ego. I'm this, I'm the this, I'm the that. No, we don't need that energy. We need inclusion. We need a lot of inclusion, and that's what Aquarius represents: inclusion via far or close. Aquarius is your gatherer. These are your people, the humanitarians that bring people together. So
Hmm.
definitely, if you haven't started your spiritual journey, I encourage everybody to jump over to cosmiccollections.com. That is
Got it.
KOSMICCOLLECTIONS.com, and get your
Don't
spiritual
worry
jewelry,
about it.
and follow us on Instagram at
Yes.
KOS. I'm gonna let you say, Mano. I'm gonna let you say
I
it.
would like I would like to for next year, is there any crystals that you would recommend at this time? Like, people are attracted to amethyst, but is there any crystals in particular that you would like to highlight from now into next year? Because if you want to be technical, we already are into the new year already.
I'm gonna definitely say tourmaline. For those who are basically new to the channel or see me for the first time, my testimony is I've done a spiritual watch through Paris. I've also gotten a tarot reading from her. I won't get into full details of everything that took place, but trust and believe me, after everything was unfolded for me, what came to me in a dream was tourmaline. Everybody needs a piece of tourmaline. If you don't have tourmaline right now in your house, by your front door, in your bedroom, or on your body, get something ASAP. We're going into a place called solar maximum. Also, this is a little bit off topic, but it still has to do with the stars in the sky. The sun is going to its highest peak. It happens every 11 to 12 years, and we're going to our highest peak. And the sun is doing some dances right now. She is throwing bullets, shots, radiation energy everywhere. And honestly, like I keep hearing about solar flares and EMFs and all these other different things. You need something that's going to block that energy. Copper is a good conduit also to help repel negative energy and radiation also, but definitely get into tourmaline. The crystal guy is not here right now. He's going to be introduced very, very,
No, are we
very,
gonna have
very.
him on we're
But
gonna
I
have him on the channel. We're gonna have him on the channel.
most definitely, I'm an extension
No,
of
I just
Cosmic
wanted
Collections.
to I wanted to highlight, yes, you
I'm
are.
an extension of Cosmic Collections, and of course, you'll get to meet my partner down the road. He's the crystal guy. But for me, I definitely want to recommend tourmaline. Everyone should have a piece of tourmaline moving forward because it's very powerful. Block negative energy blocking crystal, EMF blocking everything. Just get something and have something around you to make sure you deflect that negative energy as it comes.
Okay. So um to highlight the the basically the synopsis of this actual meeting, we want to have people aware of what's about to happen, right? So you brung up some great points about, you know um the sicknesses,
Mhm,
the religion,
mhm,
spirituality,
mhm,
but you had dived into relationships.
mhm.
And so would you say that relationships next year will be more free? Would we have more polygamy? What is your predictions when it comes down to relationships in this time?
So, depending on your own personal North Node in your chart and your own destiny and your own purpose, even though we're following the collective movement of the moon, me personally, from just by the stars or the alignment of these energies, I can definitely say if you've toughed it out, for those who are in a very secure relationship, business partnership, if you've toughed it out and you've come to compromises, You're climbing back up the ladder. The sky is the limit. It's what you do from this point moving forward. But it's just us getting to this place. Pisces is a very open and vast energy, and as you said earlier, psychedelics. So psychedelics is a thing. Inclusion is a thing. So you might see a couple of swings and dings and bongs and jumps and leaps here and there. You might. It's more of like we survived the war energy. We survived the war type of energy. It's like it's very
Everybody
celebrative.
just for peace.
It's very
Mm-hmm.
celebrative, but it's very, how do I say, wolf in sheep's clothing energy. What you think is real is not real. What you think is real is not real. Again, discernment. If you're not using this, if you're not using your discernment, you will fall heavy. Pisces, also want to talk about the Pisces is also the end. So if we're going into the end of we're jumping from the head down to the feet, we can also see a lot of casualties. We can see a lot of people just falling short. Unknown diseases, unknown sicknesses that just been lingering in the body, just come out of nowhere and just off the person, just out of nowhere. So we have to be very mindful of that. Be on your health. Be Create a routine, even though the routine may not be. Try not to be too bossy. Create a routine for yourself. That's what this energy is asking for. Create a routine for yourself. Try not to be too much on your employees. Try not to be too much within the work environment. Don't try to like nitpick too much. Understand that details are key. You already learn and understand the details are key. It's just that now we have to let go of the logic. Logic will not make sense here. We can apply as
Mm.
much logic as possible, but magic will not make sense here. And this energy was around between 2006 and 2008. So let's look back at history. All of us collectively, let's look back at history and see what happened
Yeah.
for
I'm gonna be
us.
looking back to it. Well, you definitely hit it on the nose when you said around that time because uh I went from I dropped out of high school and then I went to
Mm,
Job Corps, and
mm,
it wasn't like I was messing up in high school. I just had this inclination of wanting to pick up a skill.
mm.
Um, so for you to even say like the South Node which will be like what Virgo you said, right?
Yes.
It's giving me like it's giving me like skill sets, but also if you think about it, cooking and health, it made sense. It made sense to me. I didn't understand why I wanted to go to Job Corps to do cooking. I just
Mm,
knew that regular school did not
mm,
fit me, and I was
mm,
ready to go and take a skill set that actually had more to do with the long term, but
mm,
also being healthy. So
mm.
you saying this is a big, we all need to look at within the 18 years, which is crazy.
18
Where
years.
have we set ourselves short? Where have we been seeing that we've been doing the same things? And what
Mm,
are the things that we need to because you said, Pisces energy has a lot to do with like it's not no, it's no strictness there, but it's just like off of intuition.
yes. Yes.
um I feel like that's kind of scary because if you think about it, it's scary to in a sense because you could go with your intuition and make the wrong fucking decision. You know what I'm saying? And
Ashe.
as a Piscean, I do this shit all the time, so I already know I'm gonna need that tourmaline ASAP because I don't be making the right decisions with Aries energy as well. The it's too much. So we want everybody to go on the Instagram, which is right here. We got Cosmic Collections. I let y'all go on that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We also would like to highlight Kai's PayPal for those who would like to donate. He also has readings. How does your readings go? Do you just do astrology? I know you did human design for me as well. What are you working with? What does your readings entail? Is it over the phone? Is like how are you doing your readings here?
So my readings are very in depth. I do human design, I do numerology, and I do natal charts also. I'm not a full on professional. I've just dived deeper into my personal energy. I like it. It lines up with my own energy and it allows my intuition to grow. So from this medium, I'm able to give the person that's receiving the message a very positive insight of how to basically work with their individual energy. So it can be an hour. The natal chart normally takes about an hour, hour and a half, depending. Um, the numerology, about 30 minutes roughly. And the human design, roughly about 15 to 25 minutes. It depends. All of these depend on how the person receives it. I prefer doing them over the phone where the person is not in front of me so I don't have a distraction. And there isn't a sense of they're looking for more or they're trying to get more. Everything that's channeled through me or said to me or like presents itself in front of me on these charts, I give it direct to the customers. If they do want a one-on-one, I can arrange that, but I prefer to do it either via video chat or over the phone. I prefer over the phone most definitely because there's no distractions.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to predict for the new year before we close this out?
Not more so a prediction, but more so like find your north node in your birth chart. When you find your north node in your birth chart and you're having a hiccup with it, if you need some clarity with that, hit me up or even reach out to Paris. Most definitely talk to Paris. You know, she can reach out to me also. If you're having a bit of confusion, you need some insight, you want to get deeper into your chart reading, no stones left unturned. It becomes very emotional. Hit me up.
Yeah. We're gonna be looking in the near future, Kai. I didn't even put you on, but I just got this from the divine. I feel like we need to do a duo for at least a month.
Okay.
So obviously, probably after your birthday, because you're in your cool cycle right now. So by next year, we should do at least a month of they could do a 2-in-1 where you pay for your service for our services and then you get a 2-in-1 because you'll be surprised that the cards actually, you guys know that if you've been watching me and you see me on Lloyd Strayhorn's show, you know that the
Mhm.
cards is aligned just as if the astrology to me is more exact
Mm,
because with tarot it's up in the air.
mm,
It's up in the air. It's tangible, but it's intangible. When you have a
mm,
chart, you are looking at the transits. You're
mhm,
looking at that.
mhm,
So I I really wish I had that ability the way that you guys are able to tap in to
mm,
astrology. I'm still learning, right? I'm learning. I know a little bit of XYZ, but for those who are channeled and divinely guided to do this is it's amazing. You were sent to do this work. The other day we had divine masculine reading, and I had actually contacted you about Pluto because it was something that was brought up in the reading. And once again, I asked you, I was like, well, why isn't Pluto so popular like the other planets? Because it seems very powerful, but it's not popular. And the way
mm.
that you broke it down, it was just like, wow, like you gave it to me like if Pluto was my man's and like, he was left back or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I felt bad for Pluto because Saturn, we Gucci on this side. Saturn, we good. But
Right?
Pluto, Y'all gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, um, you did amazing. You guys make sure that you like this video. Um, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me get Kai's it's Instagram. We're gonna first of all add his YouTube. This is his YouTube here, right? Kai, you gonna be posting more on the YouTube?
Yes, my goal is to actually
He's
get
gonna
a
be
lot
posting
more.
more.
My goal is to get a lot more
Okay.
videos on YouTube. My devices right now, I have a broken iPhone. I just received a new one today. So I just dropped it off the repair shop. So as soon as I get that back, expect some high quality content on my page. Most definitely.
Yes. Yeah, you guys. So listen, we appreciate you. This has been 40 minutes, right? And I thought we was gonna go even longer, but we was really trying to give it to dilute the energy because we was chatting on the phone yesterday for a hot minute to the point where Kai was like, all right, I'm gonna let you go because you look like you was about to go to sleep. You know what I mean? So we really tried to keep it organized for y'all because if it was up to us, we would be up in here chatting y'all life away. Okay.
All day, all night.
But what I will do is maybe I'll pull a little cards for my predictions for 2024 for you guys real quick. Give me a second.
Oh,
All
definitely
right,
wanted
y'all.
to.
Let's see.
I
Yeah,
forgot to
go ahead.
touch base. So I spoke to Noah in regards to us creating a promo code for you. But right now we do have a sale happening on the
Oh
website.
yes,
If you jump over to
yes. Please tell them.
cosmiccollections.com, we have a whole sales section with items marked at 30% off. All you just have to do is choose the items within the sales section and enter promo code TREAT30. That is TREAT 30 at checkout and receive 30% off. We ship globally. Our testimony, our very first online order was from London. And I can't express this enough. Like, if you feel like you need something very down to earth, a little bit different style wise, check out cosmiccollections.com. We have you covered in all aspects.
Okay. Wow, Kai. I'm a just highlight some stuff that you had said, and this is the reason why it's so important to have. Like, I want to do more collaborations like this because this is crazy. My predictions for next year, 2024, heavy emphasis on a lot of people. Um, there's going to be like a change when it comes down to jobs, right?
Mm,
People will lose jobs, right? Because the seven of wands is the three pentacles means that there will be people that will lose their jobs.
mm,
I feel like a lot of people are going to feel unhappy with their jobs. They might even get sick from overworking,
mm,
overdoing things. There
mm,
could be also AI, artificial intelligence coming in,
mm,
where a lot of people jobs that they had, definitely those who work from home, there might be a layoff on a lot of those people. So if you work from home, there's definitely in highlight that some of you guys need to maybe look into getting a second job, something that
mm,
like if you work from home, there might be a switch of people working from home and going back to the workforce. People
mhm.
who work from home could also be going into the hospital. So you said something about hospitals. Hospitals came up just now.
Yes.
um there's going to be a shift when it comes down to like people's priorities. They're going to feel the need to want to be more spiritual, which we see that you're going to see more politics. You're going to see more people feeling like their religion is better than the other religions, which we already seeing right now, right,
Mm,
with what's going on with the world. So
mhm,
I definitely feel like it's going to be a highlight on people
mm,
proving their religion more. So you're gonna have more people that are in Ifa or Voodoo or Hoodoo or
mm,
Christianity, Catholic, or whatever it is. But you're gonna have people that's gonna feel like they're religion or their mindset is better than one, when in
mm,
actuality it's all in one, right?
mm,
So when you said that this have the discernment, that's very essential, because there is going to be a lot of people that is going to be more interested in going into the spiritual self, which we are seeing a lot. We're seeing people that is tapping more into, wanting to do more baths, learning how to protect their energy from negative energies and XYZ.
mm,
The most work I always get is money, protection, and
mm,
finances. Those are the three things that people want to know more about, and you're gonna
mm,
see more of that this year. Well,
mm,
next year.
mm,
And then the advice for a lot of us, definitely those who have spiritual gifts, it's time for us to take it to the next level, do classes, for us to do, for those who have been doing this work for over 18 years or have accumulated these works. We're going to be in the forefront. We're going to be the ones that people will want to come to us, ask us questions. And this is a perfect time for those to drop books, do ebooks, or to even do classes and courses, podcasts, collective group meetings like this is very important for the collective, because collective consciousness is going to be rising up. Um,
mm,
so yeah, that's what I picked up on. I love this reading. This was a really, really good one. You
mm.
guys, we are going to be done here. Kai, is there any last things that you would like to say?
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share as much as possible. Paris's page, our
Yeah,
page, Cosmic Collections page, all platforms. And if you're not tapped in as of yet,
yeah.
get you. If, as Uncle Hank says, if you ain't got a pistol, you better have a crystal. Yo.
Whoa, whoa.
Bop, bop.
Listen, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna do my last. I'm gonna do the last little things. I'm gonna highlight your page. I just wanna say this is something that Kai took the whole day to do, like down to the timing. He's the one who picked the timing. He's really into the planetary alignments, planetary days. Shout out to today is a Saturn's day, gang, gang. Saturn gang, this bitch. Saturday. So we rolling heavy, even down to the colors that we have on. Black is a Saturn color. All right, Capricorn color. Maybe we could do another class on the color, and the concepts, and how to invoke the powers that be through the colors, and even down to the planetary alignments, because that's very
Mm,
important. That's very important for us, for people to know how to work with these things.
mm,
So yeah, I definitely want to speak more on that. And we're gonna close this out because I already see spirits glitching everything right now. But this was amazing, and let's just leave it as this. Everybody, you got your information. Go to Kai's information right here. Get you a reading, astrology reading, and we will be having Kai back on next year after his critical cycle, because he is a Sagittarius, and we want to make sure that everything goes well. Okay, so we love you, Kai. Thank you so much. Shout out to Cosmic
yeah,
Collections. Like I
yeah.
said, they made me this amazing piece here, which I have on. He gave me a ruby piece the other day, and you know, stay spiritually protected. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to have their shields. They need their talismans. We need to make sure that we are coppered up as well as melanated beings. And even if you're not melanated, you know what I'm saying, get some copper anyways. You know what I'm saying? Do you work with brass? Any other elements?
We work with 14 karat gold filled, emphasis on the filled. For those who don't know what gold filled is, it is a very solid piece of gold binded over brass. So you're getting gold, you're getting genuine gold. It's just binded over brass for price, cost, and sustainability. So it doesn't tarnish, it doesn't dinge, it doesn't scratch. It's real gold. And then we also have sterling silver, and we do have a few stainless steel pieces, not a lot, but other than outside of copper, no, we don't do brass at the moment. We're planning on incorporating aluminum. Hasn't been confirmed as of yet, but it's in talks. So aluminum might definitely be a thing for us. But what I definitely want to say is we have home decor pieces coming. We have home decor pieces coming, but that's in the works. Make sure you follow us on all platforms to see the works unfold. Always check out the website. We always advertise where we're going to be at the very top. We have a section called upcoming events also on the website. You can check out where we're going to be at and follow us. Just follow us, support the love. Even if you can't monetary support to buy jewelry, we're open to donations because it helps us to reach further and better with our clientels and our jewelry also.
Yeah, man. Listen, their jewelry is where it's at. We're gonna leave it there. Once again, thank you, Kai, so much. Everybody applaud Kai. I applaud you. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you later. Peace. Listen, you guys, amazing. This guy is a dear friend of mine, and his intuition is on point. This guy is able to really like pick up on your energy, and it's like I said, it's different than just any other type of reading. I only put the best of the best on my channel. So just know that you guys is in good hands. And we are going to put the banner of our channel here, which is Saturn's Daughter. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell because what you are feeling the girl and you feeling Kai. Make sure that you hit both cash apps. Well, I have a cash app. He has PayPal. Okay, that's my cash app right there. And we are going to be looking forward to you guys' own predictions. And if you're interested in also coming on Saturn's channel, you are a spiritualist, you do tarot, or you do human design. I don't know if you can even do human design for the collective, but whatever it is that you guys do, you can reach out to me and we could speak about it. Like I said, Kai, I kind of hit him up last minute because of how accurate he was when it came down to my personal astrology reading. And I have the same, he has the same style as me when it comes down to like straight cutthroat, but it's in a nice way. Well, I'm not as nice as him. If you have a personal reading for me, I'm probably not as nice, but you guys you come back to me for the most part, so that means that yeah, I love it. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for staying on. I trust that you guys have learned something new. This is occult information, occult knowledge. Get with it or get lost, and I'll speak to you guys later. Peace.